You could lower the temperature toward the freezing vacuum of deep space, almost minus 240 degrees Celsius. You could drop it into boiling water, or apply pressure 6 times heavier than the crushing weight at the bottom of the deepest ocean trench. We subject life to these lethal extremes to find its limits. Yet there is an animal that routinely survives them all, even though it is so small you could lose 100 of them on the tip of a pencil. This is a tardigrade, widely known by its nickname, the water bear. Under an electron microscope, it looks like a chubby 8-legged gummy bear, plodding along on tiny claws. If you look closely at this light microscope image, you will notice something surprising about an animal with a reputation for invincibility. When it is active and crawling around, the water bear is a soft, translucent, and highly delicate organism, essentially a water-filled speck the size of a dust mite. Its survival mechanism relies on a biological state called cryptobiosis, a word meaning hidden life. Rather than deploying a physical shield against danger, the animal's metabolism, the constant chemical buzz that powers an active body, drops to less than 1/10,000th of its normal rate. The tardigrade achieves this endurance by systematically switching off the state of being alive. It is not dead, but it is no longer active. It is effectively paused. When its environment begins to dry out, the tardigrade initiates a mechanical shutdown. It pulls its head and tucks its legs inward, curling its body into a dense, heavily wrinkled barrel shape known as a tun. To reach this state, the animal violently expels 97% of its internal body moisture, shrinking down to 1/3 of its original size. For most living things, losing that volume of liquid is a death sentence. Without internal fluid pressure to hold them up, the intricate proteins and delicate membranes inside a cell normally collapse and shatter like dropped glass. As water leaves, the tardigrade floods its cells with specialized molecules called intrinsically disordered proteins. Once the liquid is gone, this matrix solidifies into a smooth glass, locking fragile organelles in place so the machinery cannot break. This same process prevents jagged ice crystals from forming and shredding the cell during extreme cold. By purging liquid and locking its cells in glass, the tardigrade removes water that would turn into internal blades during a deep freeze. The foundation of the water bear's survival strategy is the replacement of volatile liquid with a static, protective glass structure. In 2007, researchers tested this mechanism against the most hostile environment we know. As part of a European Space Agency mission, dried tardigrades were loaded onto an exterior platform of an orbiting spacecraft. For 10 full days, the animals faced the unfiltered vacuum of low Earth orbit and faced a relentless stream of high-energy solar radiation that should shred the DNA of any living thing. When the capsule returned to Earth and the animals were given water, the vacuum of space appeared to have barely bothered them. Many came back to life and laid eggs that hatched into healthy young, making the tardigrade the first animal to survive direct exposure to space. While the vacuum was manageable, the radiation presented a severe genetic threat. It creates destructive, reactive molecules inside a cell that are designed to snap the genetic code apart. Notice how this flexible protein, Dsup, drapes over the twisting DNA strand, acting like a protective blanket, soaking up chemical blows. If radiation causes fractures, the tardigrade has a backup plan. Upon reawakening, a repair crew stitches the broken DNA strands back together. Surviving these cosmic threats requires a layered defense, macroscopic folding, cellular glassification, and direct genetic shielding. After months or years in this dormant state, the process reverses almost instantly. Reintroduce a single drop of water, and the wrinkled tune absorbs the liquid, stretches out its limbs, and resumes crawling as if nothing had happened. We often assume survival is a battle of strength, armor, or aggression. The water bear suggests otherwise. It does not survive space or boiling water by fighting against them. Its resilience comes from knowing when to stop. When the world becomes impossible, the tardigrade doesn't strain against it. It simply folds up, protects its internal machinery, and waits. The next time you walk past a patch of moss, remember what might be sleeping there. Tucked into that green cushion could be thousands of tiny barrels, each one a patient blueprint for surviving almost anything. Uncovering the hidden systems that power the planet is what we do here. If this microscopic survivor was a new discovery for you, take a second to subscribe and like the video. Share it with a friend who loves weird facts, and drop a comment to let us know which extreme creature you want us to break down next. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.